rein in this government that's going after the individuals. If you believe like us, join with us, because this job won't be easy. We'll get it through the House. We need your help to get it all the way to his desk. You know, the president last night already attacked me in this plan. Maybe if I caused that much damage, I'd try to change the discussion too. But you know what? I welcome it. I challenge the president to join with us. Let's go across the country and let's debate what his policies has done to America and our plan for a new direction. And let's let America make the decision for the best way for this country to go forward. So join with us, and thank you for what you're doing. This is just a small microcosm of all those who worked on it. We are so blessed in the Republican conference to have so many bright minds that were out there listening. And we're very fortunate to have an amazing whip. Many of you know him, Steve Scalise. He's kind of a tiger. He comes from Louisiana. And he's going to continue to fight for you. Let me give you our whip, Steve Scalise.
Well, thank you, Kevin, and thank you, DMI, for opening up this beautiful facility. It's great to walk around and see Pittsburgh steel workers making real things in America. That's what we want more of. Obviously, the threats that we've seen over the last 2 years to the American dream, to the ability for people to be able to think maybe my kids can have a better opportunity than me. That is at risk right now. And it's at risk because far left policies have led to record spending. When you see every bill that comes out of Congress, not hundreds of billions, but trillions of dollars of borrowed money, new taxes, 87,000 IRS agents. You know, all of my years in Congress, I have never had a single phone call from anybody saying, Steve, please add more people to the IRS. If there's 87,000 people needed in America, it's at the border to secure America's border, not over at the IRS to go after small businesses and hard-working families. So we could have just sat back and said, look at how bad their policies have been. Give us the majority and it'll be different. That, to us, isn't good enough. We wanted to lay out a bold conservative vision to show the country there's hope again. There's not just one direction that's far left, that's big government socialism, that's wrecking this great country. There is a better way. The commitment to America is going to show the country, if you give us a Republican majority in the House, these are the things we will do. We will bring bills to the floor. We will have great debates to solve the problems that Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi created. You're concerned about it, inflation like us? We have a plan to reduce inflation. You're concerned about high energy costs, not just at the pump. Gas prices are too high, but this winter I heard it's going to be a little bit cold in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We have a plan to lower energy costs, to get us back not only to lower energy costs, but energy independence. We shouldn't be buying oil and natural gas from Russia or Iran or Saudi Arabia. We can make it right here in America, like you make steel in Pittsburgh. And that's what we're laying out, how to do it, how to secure America's border. It was not that long ago that we had a secure American border. And it's not like we have to reinvent the wheel, but they broke the wheel. We're here to fix it, and we have a plan to do just that, and we're proud to write it down on paper. And if Joe Biden doesn't like this plan, I think it's about time Joe Biden has to be asked the question, Mr. President, if there's a bill put on your desk to lower energy costs, will you sign it or veto it? And if you veto it, I think now the country understands what's at stake. We're going to give him that dilemma. We're going to give him that opportunity to wake up like we do to fight for the American people, not to make things harder for the American people. That's what the commitment to America is all about, to show people that, once again, there can be hope, there can be opportunity, so that when you wake up, it's not just to go to work for yourself, it's to go to work to make sure your kids can have a better future. And there's nowhere else in the world where that opportunity exists. And if they ruin that opportunity in America, there is no backup plan. We cannot let this great nation fall. We're not going to let this great nation fall. America can rise up again, and you're going to see that with this commitment to America. And I appreciate the opportunity to come and present it here with all of my colleagues and the leadership of Kevin McCarthy. And we've got a great team. You're going to see a lot of my colleagues talking about the different parts of this we've put work into. But our conference chair who leads that effort and helping us all stay on focus of what this is all about is the Congresswoman from New York, Elise Stefanik.
Well, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve, and of course, thank you to DMI as well as Congressman Guy Reschenthaler for hosting us in his beautiful district today. I'll tell you, I represent a district in upstate New York and the North Country that looks a lot like where we are in Pennsylvania today. And what I hear from my constituents is people are struggling. Families are struggling to make ends meet. Whether you go to the grocery store, whether you're budgeting in preparation for those home heating bills that are skyrocketing this winter, or whether you struggled this past year to fill up your tank of gas. People feel that they are working harder than they ever had before, but they're falling further behind. And the American people are smart. They know that it's a direct result of the failed policies of one-party Democrat rule in Washington. And there is a better way. We are here to help, and this is our commitment to America. These ideas came from the American people. All of our members listen to their constituents. I always say the best ideas come from my constituents directly. And when it comes to an economy that's strong, making sure that we stop the trillions and trillions of reckless government spending that we have seen under Democrat rule, that will immediately help lower the cost of goods as we seek to rein in inflation. Unleash American energy independence to lower the price of gas, lower that price of home heating bills. How about a nation that's safe? You see the headlines, whether it's on local or national news every day. We see crime skyrocketing. That is a direct result of Democrats' one-party defund the police policies and rhetoric. And let me tell you, whether you're in New York or whether you're in Pennsylvania, we proudly back the blue. Let's give all of our law enforcement officers a round of applause. That's why in our commitment to America under a nation that's safe, House Republicans will immediately ensure that we hire 200,000 more police officers across this country to make sure that our communities are safe. We will go after the radical leftist prosecutors, DAs, who are refusing to abide by the rule of law and are prioritizing the criminals rather than the law-abiding citizens. In our commitment, we also have a future that's built upon freedom. I am proud to be the newest mom in Congress. I am a mom to my one-year-old Sam. And I will tell you, moms and dads across this country, they know that parents are the primary stakeholders in their kids' education, which is why we will pass a Parents' Bill of Rights. And then lastly, a government that's accountable. We work for you, not the other way around. We work to serve the American people. And what we see with a Democrat controlling both the House and Senate is they feel entitled. They feel like it's the other way around, that you work for them. Not so in a Republican majority. We will hold this administration accountable. We will make sure that we are conducting oversight. We will root out the corruption and return it to the people's house. So join us in supporting the commitment to America, a new direction. Democrats have no plan. House Republicans have a plan, and it's our commitment to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, if you're out there listening, go to commitmenttoamerica.com and join up. Now, we're not here to talk to you. We also want to listen to you. A lot of you are business owners. A lot of you are parents and others and want to talk a little more about what's happening in America today. So I got a lot of bright people behind me that worked on all this to take the tough questions. So let's go to our first question.